And Duel Masters, have you ever had a match where you're just staring at your opponent's field full of creatures and you're just barely hanging on to the shield triggers finally being in your favor? Sadly, in Duel Masters, board wipes are far and few between, or at least ones that are just a clear-cut board wipe. For example, we don't have Regeki from Yu-Gi-Oh! But I'll show you one card that is a board wipe, called Wedding Innocence Zenith of the Seat. I'm just going to call it Wedding from now on because I'm not saying the whole name again. Anyway, Wedding is a 13-cost non-color creature with 4 effects. The first one being, this creature costs 2 less to summon for each civilization your opponent has on cards in the battle zone, so it's rarely actually being summoned for 13 mana. The second effect being, when you summon this creature, Shieldify all your opponent's non-colorless creatures, then Shieldify a card from your opponent's hand at random for each of your colorless creatures. So while Wedding already board wipes the opponent, it also has a bonus hand rep effect on top of it. And the third effect being, whenever this creature will break a shield, your opponent puts that shield directly into their graveyard instead. This just means that they don't get those cards back from their shield, and since you sent that card straight to your graveyard, shield triggers cannot activate their effects. And the fourth and final effect being the keyword Eternal Omega, which just essentially means if this creature is removed from the field in any way, it'll just go back to the player's hand, so that way you can use it again on your following turn. The main problem with Wedding at this current moment is that it slots into many decks very comfortably. For example, it can go into 5-color good stuff, such as ramp stall decks, or it can go into any regular control deck as a random one-off so that you can have a way to punish your opponent if they decide to overplay. There isn't really a downside in running this card in those decks, so that is kind of the main problem. On screen and in the description below, I'm going to leave a deck list for a 5-color ramp stall deck that uses Wedding as more or less its boss monster or secondary boss monster so you guys can try it out. But hey, she's off for some reason, so I'll forgive her. But what do you guys think about this card? Let me know in the comments below.